Drew Jones is at the MCG. For some reason, someone's led him onto the ground alongside Tom Morris. Gents, Melbourne already looking picture perfect as excitement builds ahead of the first ball this morning.
Nat, I can assure you I'm fully credentialed and allowed to be out here. Tom, great to have you with me this morning. We're literally metres from the MCG pitch. Looks a little green.
It does look a little green. It needs to be a little green as the national anthems play over the background because we've had one result here in 2 years of cricket. This is Shield and Test cricket. Last year's Test was a complete debacle, wasn't it? There was 24 wickets for the entire match. Alistair Hook made a marvellous 244, but really it was overshadowed by the flatness and the docile wicket that they played on. So I'm hearing that they're going to leave 12 to 15 millimetres of grass on it. Now you might think, well, how does that compare to Shield cricket? In Shield cricket, they generally leave about 8 to 10 millimetres of grass on it. So there's going to be more grass, hopefully favours the bowlers earlier on in the game.
Yeah, so what we've seen is that looks can be deceiving at times with Australian pitches with grass, but the length of this grass, and obviously Matt Page wants the movement to last a little longer to actually get this game going, because wickets early, get the first innings out the way, and then as it flattens out throughout the game, who does that suit, Australia or India?
No, I think it suits Australia still for the reasons we saw in Perth.
But most likely this is going to be a really good batting deck. It has been traditionally. It's the 17th year that they've used these particular drop-in wickets, so they are starting to get a little bit old. I think they're about 2 years away from introducing a new drop-in, but over the journey they've always been hard pitches and have been really good for batsmen. There were 5 draws or 6 draws in the Sheffield Shield here last season. So far there's been 2 results and 1 draw. Matty Page has tried different types of grass, different lengths of grass to make sure he can get a bit more spice and a bit more life out of these MCG pitches. There's less, it's not as big of a square as it's been in recent years. I think there's 7 pitches I count across here at the moment that they'll use through the season. It was 9 last year. An extra layer of sand underneath, so they've tried lots of different things. Hopefully we get a bit more of a contest between bat and ball during this Boxing Day Test after what was a batter-friendly deck last year. Matt, looking forward to it. The first ball only a few hours away. We're going to have all the coverage for you right here on Fox Sports News. And what about this coverage? We're literally right out on the pitch.
The Ashram factor's massive.
Big tick for Australia. Okay, let's take us inside the dressing room right now. You've lost the toss. You've got to bowl first. You know probably there's not going to be a lot in the deck for you, although there is a little bit of grass. How do you mentally prepare to get ready to bowl and hopefully take some early wickets?
Yeah, I think the bowlers will be pumped with going out there and getting first crack. Boxing Day, biggest crowd, massive occasion. They'll be going through all their routines and checklists during the warm-up, and then that brand new Kookaburra come, 10:30. It's going to be marvellous to see it flying around. Hopefully, I reckon they'll get a little bit out of it early, and with 2 fresh opening batters there, I think Australia are right in this early on.
They're going to bat, Matt. Unsurprisingly, a flat deck at the MCG. Most likely, we think it has been over the last couple of years. 12 millimetres of grass on it, so there will be a little bit in it for the bowlers, hopefully. And a couple of new openers for India as well. They've dropped their 2 openers in the middle of this series. Bahari will push up from 6 and open the batting. We've got a debutant as well in Agarwal. So we're literally right in front of the players' race. This is where they'll be coming out in a few minutes' time to come out for the national anthems and everything. So very exciting here at the MCG. Matty, one change for Australia. As we know, Peter Hanson goes out, Mitch Marsh comes in. Most likely Mitch Marsh will get some work today with his medium paces, particularly if India start well. Marsh has been brought in to bowl those dirty overs between 50 and 70 to give the quick bowlers a rest. Obviously, Nathan Lyon will get into his work as well. So we're all set for a massive day here at the G. Players due out shortly, but let's have a listen to how the coin toss went down a little bit earlier on Fox Cricket.